Scientists remain unclear as to whether animals are capable of having human-like emotions like holding grudges. However, most scientists would agree that animals can have personalities and traits like humans. So it's possible that they can hold grudges. Of course, the question of just which species can hold grudges could open a whole new can of worms. Lions have been observed apparently holding grudges against other lions, and cows have behaved similarly towards other cows. Elephants have even appeared to take revenge against humans. In this video, we will show you the list of 10 times animals took revenge on humans. Watch till the end to know what kind of animals to avoid messing up with. Number 10. Truman the Octopus. Octopuses are intelligent animals with good vision and the ability to remember things. They are also capable of holding grudges and taking revenge whenever they get the chance. There was the case of Truman, an octopus that used to live at the New England Aquarium in Boston, Massachusetts. Truman took the particular dislike for a woman who was volunteering at the aquarium and would shoot a stream of water at her at every opportunity he got. The lady later left for college but returned for a visit a few months later. Truman, who hadn't been shooting water at anyone in the meantime, quickly shot a stream of water at her the moment he saw her. Number 9. Angry Camel. If there is one animal that never forgives or forgets, it's the camel. They have good memories and can hold grudges against people who harm them. Harming a camel is likely to lead to a revenge attack that will most likely end in death. One Indian man found this out the hard way in 2016 after he was killed by his own camel. The man, Urjaram, had been engrossed in hosting some guests in his home in Mangta village, Rajasthan, India, that he forgot about the camel he tied out in the scorching sun for the whole day. When Urjaram tried untying the camel at night, the already angry camel caught him by the neck and lifted him up before throwing him back to the ground. Thereafter, it chewed on the neck until the head was separated from the body. It took 25 villagers about 6 hours to calm the angry camel down. Number 8. The Village Elephants. In July 2016, members of several villages around the Champua forest range in Keonjhar, India suffered a series of elephant invasions that lasted over 2 weeks. Over 15 days, 16 elephants from 2 different herds launched a number of night attacks on the villages and destroyed 54 homes. Investigations revealed that the cause of the attacks was the killing of a male elephant on the night of July 11th. Some poachers from a neighboring state were responsible for poisoning and killing the elephant before making off with its tusks. However, the rest of the herd directed their aggression at the village and launched simultaneous attacks that left the villagers living under trees or under makeshift sheds. Number 7. Crows. Crows are not only very intelligent birds, but according to researchers in Seattle, they also hold grudges for a very long time, and can also pass this to the next generation and its peers. It all started when the researchers for a different research had been trapping crows and branding them for 5 years. During the trapping, they observed that whenever they would trap crows, the murder of crows would fly over them, swoop around them, and even dive bomb them. But that wasn't all. The crows actually memorized the faces of the researchers, and whenever they would be seen outside, they would be attacked again by the crows, and it went on for years. Amazingly, the crows were even able to spread the behavior among other crows and next generations who never witnessed the trapping of crows by the researchers firsthand. Soon, the researchers started to wear masks. This time, the crows remembered the masks and showed similar behavior whenever the same masks were worn by the researchers even after a year. Number 6. Taunted Tigress. On December 25, 2007, a tigress escaped from its enclosure at the San Francisco Zoo and attacked 3 men. 2 of the men were brothers, Paul and Kulbir Dhaliwal, and the third was their friend Carlos Souza. The tigress, which was called Tatiana, first attacked Kulbir. Souza tried distracting her but only attracted calamity to himself, as she left Kulbir and fatally attacked him. Tatiana wasn't done. She followed Kulbir's blood trail for over 274 meters or 900 feet before catching up with Paul, who had fled the scene with Kulbir. She attacked Paul but didn't kill him before she was killed by the police. The 2 surviving men initially denied taunting the tigress, but Paul later confessed that they did taunt her. He claimed that all 3 yelled and waved at Tatiana, although he denied that they threw anything into her enclosure. Number 5. Skuas. Skuas are one of the several birds that live in Antarctica. Between 2014 and 2015, some Korean scientists based on the King George Island started a study that involved them checking on the nests, eggs, and chicks of the skuas. The skuas weren't comfortable with this, and with time they started attacking the researchers whenever they got close to their nests. To confirm whether the birds recognized them or just attacked any human, 2 researchers visited the nests together. One had previously visited the site, while the other never had. The 2 researchers split up and went into 2 opposite directions whenever they got close to the nest. They discovered that the birds attacked the researcher who had previously visited the nest, while ignoring the one who had never been there before. In fact, with time, they didn't even wait for the scientists they branded as enemies to come close to their nests before launching their assault. Number 4. Wild Bengal Tiger. In Kerala, India, a male tiger went on a rampage in 2016 after a poacher killed its tigress and cub. The poacher, who was called Baby, was among a party of brewers who illegally brewed alcohol in the forest. They came across the tigress and cub during one of their illegal brewing expeditions. Baby shot and killed the tigress and cub, and the men skinned her and shared her meat. The brewers returned 3 days later to meet the angry partner of the tigress. The tiger pounced on Baby and mauled him badly before carrying him into the forest. Baby initially survived the attack, but the injuries soon proved fatal. The tiger did not stop at killing Baby, however. It continued patrolling the region for over 2 months, attacking any unfortunate human it came across. Number 3. Elk. There's nothing sporting about hunting. Real sports involve competition between consenting parties and don't end with the deliberate killing of unwilling participants. It's likely that most hunters don't really think about the pain and terror that they inflict on animals, but every once in a while, they experience it firsthand. In November, hunter Gary Heater was apparently dragging an elk he just shot up a steep hill behind an ATV when the vehicle flipped over. The 69-year-old was sent flying backward and landed on the animal's antlers. He reportedly had to be airlifted to a local hospital for treatment. Hopefully, his harrowing experience made him realize that there's nothing fun about hunting trips when it's your own life on the line. Number 2. Circus Tiger. All day, every day, magnificent but stressed tigers are imprisoned by tawdry circuses and traveling shows. Trained using whips and intimidation, locked inside cages, and denied everything that's natural and important to them. Instead of the forest and their families, they only know the dreaded sting of the whip and are forced to perform tricks that they don't understand, all for fleeting human amusement. That's why it's not surprising when captive tigers finally reach their limit and seize an opportunity to fight back. That's what happened when animal handler Vicenta Pages, who has connections to Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, was grabbed and dragged by a tiger named Gandhi at the Pensacola Interstate Fair in October. Of course, Gandhi was made to pay the price for acting in his instincts, as Pages and another worker whipped him in the face more than 24 times. Distraught children can be seen outside the fencing as the tiger is lashed again and again. Number 1. Tyke the Elephant. Born in the early 1970s in Mozambique, Tyke was snatched up as a baby and pressured into rigorous training from a young age. Chained up for 22 hours per day, Tyke the Elephant spent her remaining time in her training sessions, which often involved shouting, denigration, and abuse. Her former handler, Sally Joseph, admitted that she was an unhappy camper. But instead of backing down, Tyke began to rebel. From attacking trainers to running amok in the arena, it was obvious that Tyke wanted to leave the circus. And in April 1993, Tyke became especially enraged during a performance in Altoona, Pennsylvania. During that show, she literally shook her handlers off and attempted to escape. Unfortunately, that fateful day in 1994 saw the streets of Hawaii run red with elephant blood. After several performances on the mainland United States, Tyke had been shipped to Honolulu. The 21-year-old animal was soon ushered into the Neil S. Blaisdell Center for yet another show. But Tyke had other plans. Not only did she kill her trainer, but she also seriously injured her groomer, much to the horror of the audience. Desperate to escape, she then made a mad dash for the exit. Running through the streets outside, Tyke enjoyed more freedom than she'd seen in about 2 decades. But sadly, it didn't last long before she was cornered by police and gunned down by 87 bullets. Humans often underestimate the intelligence of animals and often see them as living things that cannot hold grudges because of their limited emotional capability. However, that cannot be farther away from the truth. Animals can actually develop a like or dislike for other animals, and this can last for years. What do you think of this video? Do you have anything in mind that should be in this list? Let us know in the comments. Please like and share for more amazing videos.